Hi there, this is Veena.
Welcome to Pat Cake. Today, let me show you how to make a delicious mango pudding made with no agar agar and no gelatin. This
Creamy Goan mango pudding
is super easy to make, so let's start making it. For today's pudding, we'll use 2 Alphonso mangoes that weigh around 430 grams. Alphonso mangoes are super tasty, juicy, and not stringy. I've already
washed these.
So now let's slice them and cut out the flesh and transfer this to a mixer jar. At this point, let me remind you
that I have an important tip for you at the end.
If you ignore this, your pudding could be ruined. So do watch the entire video, okay? To these mango pieces, we'll now add 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt and half a cup of granulated sugar. Let's puree the mix. We'll now add in 3/4 of a cup of milk and run everything through the mixer again. At this stage, the mix should be free from any lumps. In this bowl, I have 2 tablespoons of milk powder. In place of milk powder, you could also use dairy whitener. Let's dissolve this in around 2 tablespoons of milk and add this to the mixer jar. This will enhance the taste of our mango pudding. I'll blend everything and be back. Like I mentioned earlier, we are not using any agar agar or gelatin to set the pudding. Instead, we'll use 1/3 cup or 5½ tablespoons of corn flour as a thickening agent. We'll disperse the corn flour in a 1/4 cup of milk. If you don't have corn flour, you could use an equal quantity of vanilla flavored custard powder. Use any brand of your choice. That done, let's transfer the mango mixture to a pan. If you're not using Alphonso mangoes and using some other variety, it would be best to strain this mixture into the pan to remove any stringy stuff from the mangoes. Let's start heating the mango mix on a medium flame with constant stirring. After it comes to a boil, we lower the heat
and cook the mix for 2 to 3 minutes to get rid of some of its moisture.
And then turn off the heat. We'll now give our corn flour mix a stir to disperse it uniformly again, since corn flour has a tendency to settle down quickly. And now we'll carefully stir it into the mango mix with constant stirring to get a smooth pudding mixture free from lumps. Now we'll cook the mixture for around 4 minutes on low heat, stirring it continuously to see that it doesn't get burnt. And then turn off the heat. It's now time to stir in the juice of half a small sour lime. That's around 1½ teaspoons. The slight amount of tang provided by the lime juice will nicely balance the sweetness of the mangoes. But what's important is that you have to add it right at the end, just before pouring the pudding mixture into molds. If you add it before the milk thickens properly, the milk will split, and this in turn will spoil the consistency of the pudding. Here I have a plastic mold that I have greased lightly. You could also set the pudding in a metal or silicone mold, or use smaller molds to set individual servings of the pudding. Let's pour the pudding mixture into the greased mold. We'll tap it on the work surface to release any air bubbles. We'll now let the mixture cool to room temperature and then chill it in the fridge for 5 to 6 hours if you need to slice it, or else for just 3 hours. Our pudding has been properly chilled, so now let's unmold it. You could garnish the pudding with heavy cream or with chopped mango pieces like I've done if you want. Looks so pretty, doesn't it? Now let's slice the pudding. And then taste it. Wow, this mango pudding is soft, creamy, and so delicious. Enjoy it chilled. It's a great summertime dessert. So do give it a shot. And let me know how your pudding turns out, okay? And did you like today's video? If you did, then please give it a thumbs up and share it. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll say bye for now. But till we meet again, happy cooking!